Hey everybody. So for today's wellness hour, I'm going to be going over organizing for wellness. And when I talk about organizing, I'm talking about organizing our home or our spaces. So again, hi everybody. I am Sarah. I'm a Master's of Social Work Practicum student working with Lori at the ATTACH and Trauma Treatment Center for Healing, ATTACH Niagara, as a student therapist. Um, we will just wait just a few more seconds to see if anyone joins us, but feel free to introduce yourself in the comment section below. I'll get started by first, I want to acknowledge the land that I'm on today. I live in Cassidy, BC on Vancouver Island, and I am working in the Coast Salish territories of both the Sanemo and the Stanemas First Nations. I'd also like to acknowledge that ATTACH Niagara is in St. Catharines, Ontario, on Treaty 3 territory of both the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe First Nations. I'd also like to thank these nations as well as any other territories that have brought us together here today, thanking them for allowing us to live, laugh, learn, and love on their territories. I'd also like to thank you all for being here today to receive this opportunity for learning and developing your own personal wellness, whether you're watching this live or watching it after it's been recorded. So I honor and thank all of you for that as well. So before we dive into it, let's do a grounding exercise um, for wellness. I'd invite you to plant both feet on the ground. And as you do that, really just feel the ground under your feet. Close your eyes if it feels comfortable for you. If not, just a dull gaze downwards works as well. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And one more time. Keep up this relaxation breathing throughout the grounding exercise and begin to feel the muscles in your face relax. Feeling your shoulders release. Feel the chair supporting your back and feel the seat of your chair supporting your body. Allow your body to relax into it as you continue to breathe. Feel the muscles in your legs begin to relax and feel the floor beneath you under your feet again. Take one more deep breath in and out. And when you're ready, open your eyes and come back. And if you feel like it, you can put into the comments how that grounding exercise was for you. So today we are discussing organizing for wellness. I do want to acknowledge that organizing or tidying our space can help declutter our brains, and through this, this can look very, very different for different people. It can be small acts of organization, such as one drawer or even the glove compartment in your car. Or for some, it's a whole house organization. So there is no pressure. It is really whatever is weighing on you or bugging on you, or bugging you, not bugging on you, and whatever is within these spaces that you occupy that is causing you extra stress. So I got the idea of talking about organizing from the Netflix series Tidying Up with Marie Kondo. She has inspired the movement of a lot of people in North America, really just taking the time to organize their space. This series is still on Netflix if you'd like to have a look. Her method is called the Con Marie, and it follows 6 basic rules, and I've adapted this from goodhousekeeping.com. So 1, you want to commit yourself to tidying up. 2, imagine your ideal lifestyle. 3, finish discarding first before you get rid of items. Sincerely thank each of them for serving its purpose. Tidy by category, not location. 5, follow the right order. And 6, ask yourself if it sparks joy. And again, you can find more about her method online or watch her series on Netflix. Through her movement and my own organization of my own space, I found that this really resonates with me with the mental difference that occurs when my space is personally organized and tidy. The mayoclinic.org discusses how decluttering your space could make you a healthier and happier person, and that is the true purpose of this topic today. It is just to explore that. And with July being about mind and body awareness as well as emotional well-being, I felt like this was a really good topic to bring to the forefront, because I think a lot of the times we don't realize how much stress our space can put on us. So first off, extra stuff is stressful. It's not just in our head or emotions. Clutter causes stress that can both be within our conscious and subconscious minds. This is due to the feeling of constant need to clean or to pick up items around our home and space. And it can be quite overwhelming. And even if we don't do anything, that stress is still sitting there. When our space is clear, we're be fully able to fully rest and relax without the underlying pressure to do something. This can be tackled by allotting even just 10 or 15 minutes a day to tidy up a few items or put a few away. And this does not need to be a huge task to do all at once. We can chip away at it over time. And again, this looks so different for different people. And it's all about you kind of discovering what is stressing you out and exploring that, and kind of putting a plan in place of how to deal with that. So the other thing about clutter is that it is very distracting. If we're working at a desk or a table that is covered with stuff, we can easily have our minds wander from the task at hand. If you find this happening for you, you can take a few minutes to organize or clear a few items. This can ease your brain, allow you to have better or deeper focus. And with that, it's kind of an immediate gratification as well. And you're seeing the progress that you're making, which is kind of exciting. We are taught in Western culture that the more stuff, the happier we'll be, and that is simply not true. We are berated with these images of happy people buying more and more items through advertisements that show that people who get the newest pair of shoes or a toy for their kid, they'll have happiness. We get that surge of fulfillment in the moment, but this can fade as the item is just added to the clutter within our space and home. Uh, some strategies around this is that you can actually try boxing up items such as toys or clothes and not get rid of them, but you can put them away and switch them up at different times with what you have out. So what can happen with that is that it can renew that excitement about those items, and you might be more apt to use them if you're doing kind of the switch out method. The other thing too is that this gives you an opportunity to see if you really need, want, or use that item. And if you decide that it's not anything that you need anymore, you might be easier to let it go. As Marie Kondo says, and questions if the item sparks joy for you or not. This can determine whether it's worth keeping. The other thing too is that if you donate these items, then you can spark joy in others that maybe couldn't afford it or are having a hard time finding that item. So it can kind of be a ripple effect as well. Another thing that clutter can cause is sleep issues. And this is because the stress caused by disorganization and clutter can weigh heavily again within our subconscious and conscious minds and come to the forefront when we're trying to go to sleep or relax. With lack of sleep, too, we're more apt to make random purchases in the moment that feel good, but long term may add stress as well as add more to our clutter. So I've adapted a list of tips from psychcom.net. And additionally, these tips can help you approach the job mindfully and maintain a clutter-free environment over time. So here we go. So start small, focusing on one room at a time, one area in the room at a time, one surface, or even one drawer at a time. When you're clearing out drawers, remove items one at a time and decide what to do with each item before removing another. Don't move items from a drawer or bookshelf to another piece of furniture. Have separate bags on hand for trash and charity donation. Place each item in the appropriate bag. One way to soften the blow of parting with sentimental items that you never use but have determined you can live without is by taking photos of it. That way you can still see it after it's been given away. Once you've cleaned up and organized, make a commitment to never buy something new unless it serves a purpose. And if possible, you can get rid of something old at the same time. So switching it out, right? This includes storage containers. Make sure you have something to store that pretty box or basket before you buy it. Clearing out storage spaces gives you more room to store items with sentimental value that you don't use and don't need to display, but cannot bear to give up. You can easily take these items out from a clean storage space or container and look at them from time to time. If you can't figure out where to begin, ask a friend or a family member to help you decide what you do and don't need to keep. If you don't have anyone to help you, consider hiring a professional organizer to find a certified professional organizer in your area. You can Google it or mostly looking online at this point. You can also, if you are seeing a counselor, that's something that you can discuss with them as well. They might have tips and strategies to discuss clutter. I do recognize that collecting stuff is a very human habit. I do it myself. We all do it. It is a recognizing when it has become too much for us or is creating unhealthy stress in our lives. For me, I personally know that I am not coping well when my home or space becomes more and more disorganized. This is a huge indicator that something for me has to give. This usually is when it becomes very overwhelming and I do a huge cleanup, and then I feel better and am better equipped to maintain my space. But it's a very, very visual cue to me that I'm not doing well. So, as you explore how that affects you and what that looks like for you, that can help you understand better what your needs are. So from calmmoment.net, they discuss the 15 decluttering method. This is where you do as much as you can in 15 minutes. By doing this, it can give you all it by doing this, like putting a time around it, it means that you can give it your all and you have a beginning, middle, and end. You can even look at this as a gift to yourself. When you're done your 15 minutes, you should be proud of what you've accomplished and even can make a plan for the next day or if you have more energy later on in the day. And they actually made a 10 decluttering commandments list. So I'm going to read that out for you as well. And it is linked to this video. So if you do find that this works for you or it's interesting, you can do some further research or look at it. Okay. So one, you want to take care of yourself, get enough rest, eat well, stay hydrated. You don't need to do everything at once. Two, get organized. Organize first, by second. There's no point in splashing out on the perfect storage system if you haven't got a clear patch of floor to put it in. Three, don't put pressure on yourself. You don't have to be good at this. You'll get good at it. You can't fail. Whatever you do right now, today will be an improvement. Four, you want to set realistic goals. Don't schedule too much for the time you have at your disposal. Set realistic organizing goals. Allow leeway for tasks to take longer than you anticipated. Five, you want to finish your tasks. Complete things. Unfinished projects can be draining. Six, accept when things are good enough. Good enough is good enough. Banish the paralyzing tyranny of perfectionism. Give yourself permission to do things imperfectly. Don't set yourself up for failure by setting impossibly high standards. Seven, go ahead and acquire the habit of the evening 15. Eight, think about where you need things to be stored. For sanity's sake, store things where you can use them. You're more than likely to put them back that way. 9, reward yourself. Plan rewards. Take a walk, see a film, read a book when you've completed a task. Anything that will help give you pleasure apart from shopping. And 10, don't give up. Keep going, and this is the most important commandment of all. So really, it's about just those small tasks, and even if it seems like really, really small, it is still something. You are doing something. So do you have any tips or tricks for your own organizing routine? If you do, please do share them in the comments or the chat. Even if you watch this after it's been recorded, by sharing, you are helping others gain new ideas of how to tackle their own clutter or organizing, as well as helping to build our community here on the Caring Community Connections Facebook page. And it helps others build a different perspective for how to handle whatever is going on in their life. And again, this could be just a drawer that they need to organize, and maybe you have a storage system that you really like. And again, it's all about our mind body awareness and our emotional well-being and how this is all connected. So today's wellness hour meditation is the inner strength and has been adapted from the poet ucmind.co.uk and is linked to this video. And it was originally led by Natalie Deckel and is linked to this presentation again. So you can check it out after if it works well for you. The idea behind selecting this meditation is to declutter your mind in order to declutter your space. So let's get started on the meditation. And I do want to remind you that it will include your relaxation breathing. So you can start that now if you like. To start the meditation, please sit comfortably. Find a space where you can relax. Begin the meditation by closing your eyes and paying attention to your breathing. Our breath helps us focus on the inner space and release tension, worries, and destructive energy that flows on the outside at the external layers of our being. As you take deep breaths, the energy starts flowing down into your body, from the head down to your toes and back into the universe. Feel with every breath more and more energy cascading down through your head, your shoulders, down to your chest, down through your stomach, calming and soothing all your organs. Just continuing to breathe. Feel yourself relax. Feel the tension and the muscles releasing. Feel the skin of your scalp relaxing and your jaw relaxing. The tongue doesn't touch the roof of your mouth. Your shoulders drop down. The muscles in your back, the trap muscles, all relax. You find yourself soothing down all muscles, focusing just on your breathing. If thoughts come in, just let them pass. Don't stop to talk to them. Just observe them and let them go. As you find yourself more and more relaxed, allow your breathing to become deeper and deeper until you feel at one with the universe. That rhythm that makes your heart beat, the blood flow through your veins, your eyes sparkle, and your hair grow. Just be that being that you call yourself. It's very important to remember to be at one with your being. We're often so busy doing other things that we often forget. Now visualize a beautiful light cascading down like a shower of light from above, almost like fireworks of light cascading down in and around you. Sparkles and beautiful balls of light illuminating every pore of your being. This light has a beautiful pale blue color, like the light of the color of the sea, like the nice warm Mediterranean Sea. This beautiful blue light is flowing into your body, enveloping your being with its lovely blue light. With every breath you take, it flows and envelops you with love and protection. Feel how it adjusts your chakras to flow into synchronicity and harmony. Feel how it soothes any nervous and thoughtful tension and anxiety. It just leaves you calm, quiet, and still. A beautiful warm color that washes away any negativity that has been there all week. Any emotional upset, leaving you nice and calm. If it sees any negativity, it bounces off like a firework, sparkling away, burning away that tension, soothing any knots. Allow yourself to bask in the beautiful light. And as you feel yourself enjoying this color, feel it sweeping over your body, down to your toes, and out of your body, taking away all that you no longer need on an emotional level. The light and the energy continue to pour from above, but this time it changes colors. It shifts into a beautiful pink, maybe slight tinge pink and green together. If you prefer the green, you can feel green is pouring down on you if that is your color. But if you prefer and have a tendency to the pink, then this is the color you need, perhaps both. The lovely color flows down from the top of your head and into your body, making your body smile, relax, and unfold itself like a flower in the sunshine. Allow this lovely energy to pour into your body. It goes to a much higher vibration and it touches these areas that the other energies could not touch. These areas are the hormonal energies and down to the small molecular changes. It balances your body, leaving the yin and the yang part of your being in harmony. And I want to remind you to continue to breathe. The energy flows around you and around your eyes, downward to the lymphatic system, making your blood circulation flow freely and your body sing with the being of life and joy. Feel the positive emotions surging with you with this color. The body breathes in hope. The body breathes in joy. Feeling relaxed, knowing yourself, your own worth, your value, as well as who you truly are. Bask in the color. Allow it to soak into your body to where it needs to go and flow, taking away all the baggage that is no longer needed, any negativity that might have been in the body, any tension. The energy continues to pour down. This time it's beautiful, deep red energy, deep velvet red, almost maroon in color, flowing down gently and soothingly. It's a different energy, heavier like a cloak. It buzzes around you, enveloping and protecting you, reminding you that your body is as important as your emotions and you, your soul, and your thoughts. And giving it its due, the weight of remembering that it is important as anything else, perhaps even more because of the body. It is the tool that allows you to manifest your being as a spiritual being inside the body. Remembering to continue to breathe. Allow this energy to cascade down and go to those areas that need help and support. And as this energy continues to flow out of your feet, I want you to visualize a door in front of you. We are going to approach that door, and as we cross the threshold, we enter a beautiful space where we meet our guide. We go on a journey to the place where we've been once before, the Valley of Life. We first cross the valley and its beautiful field around us. We can see the mountains far away. The grass is soft and fresh under our feet. The wind gently moves the flowers and the trees on our way, touching our face and playing with our hair. And as we walk down the field, we see a beautiful big tree in the middle of the field. Take your time to approach that tree. Notice what you feel and what you experience on the way. There are some birds singing in the sky, some trees you notice on your right and on your left. Perhaps pay attention to the guide whom you chose to come with you on this journey. Is it someone you know? Perhaps somebody you love? Or somebody who's passed away and now has come to look after you and support you through this? As we finally reach the tree, we see that It is a bog, an old oak tree, a huge oak tree. We stand next to it under a beautiful crown of its branches, and we feel the energy is coming from it, the energy of strength. We stand straight next to the roots of the tree, and we feel the strength and the energy through our feet going up into our body. As we continue to breathe in the energy, it feels as if perhaps we have become a tree. During our everyday life, we are bombarded with thoughts and emotions, those of our own and those of other people. Imagine you can see your body in an energy way, as if you can see it on a computer, so that all that you can see instead of the body are layers upon layers of body light, different graduations of energy, like a rainbow folded into itself. And continuing to breathe. Now visualize all of these different energies that bounce to the field from other people. It's like being attacked by meteorites, a continuous pummeling of others, of other energy, others' thoughts, and others' emotions. If we are not focused on our inner being and our strength, look what happens. These energies begin to erode our being, getting into the core of our rainbow being and affecting it. It feels more shrunk and miserable because it allows others to influence who it is. So, as we stand there as a being of light under the beautiful tree that gives us strength, we're breathing this strength and remembering who we are, that we are the body of light. We are a being of light. We are now going to visualize a film, a little film where we are going to see one thing about ourselves that we love the most. It might be something simple like our ability to choose colors for clothes that we want to wear, or like decorating a house. It might be our ability to fix little things that we need done. And perhaps it's something that you're good at, and perhaps nobody else knows about it. It might be your ability to remember numbers or write beautifully, or remember dates and information that others consider insignificant. What's the most important? What's most important is that you find something that you love about yourself and visualize yourself doing that something. You love it in that little film inside the body of light, as if it's your little screen. Feel the feeling you feel when you see yourself doing that something you love. Feel the corners of your mouth lifting up in joy and happiness because you do that something you love, and the lightness of being that enters you when you're doing that something you love. And you're continuing to breathe. Now we're going to reverse the little film back and think about another something that you love about yourself, something that really makes you happy. Perhaps you love to listen to some music or be somewhere you really love. Watch it unfolding again in the film. Watch how wonderful you feel, how light. Look at the faces of those around you in your daily life who would notice that you do something you love and that it makes you happy. Feel the energy that empowers you when you do this. We are now going to rewind the film yet again, and you are going to do one more thing that you really love doing. Perhaps it's walking your dog, sitting on a bench on a nice day. Watch yourself in that empowering experience you so love doing. Now, feeling this feeling of power and energy that fills your being with these experiences combine the emotions that you saw in the three films. The energy that of the tree fills you up with strength. And you remember how your own being, your own strength and core being. As the energy continues to cascade, you're empowered, and remember to be who you are at all times. If we look not at the body of light that is still standing there under the tree, we will see that although the energies from outside continue to fly around us, the body of light has grown so strong that they are now insignificant. What used to be almost threatening, an attack, is now merely like a scratch or a little mosquito zooming around. They are not important. They are nothing that can affect us because our being is so strong and powerful now. Because our light shows them what their light is. Because we are here to empower and enlighten ourselves and others. The stronger the light within, the stronger we can affect others because of our beautiful light is shining from within, outwards into the universe, sharing our love of what we want to do and who we want to be. Notice how big this body of light has become, almost as tall as the tree, perhaps even touching the branches. Feel the energy cascading around your own energy, like a shimmering rainbow of lights and colors. Feel the beautiful cascading energy that flows from within outwardly. Also, almost as if you can become the sun or a source of light to others. Now we are the ones to give strength to the tree. We are the light to which the leaves are turning, absorbing the joy and the love and the amazing potential to be who you truly are. And as we go down to become aware of our physical body, perhaps our energy now becomes less physical. The strength and the presence is there. We now walk out from under that tree, still feeling that energy pulsating in and around us. Near the tree, we notice a river. On one side of the river, just where we were, there's a bench overlooking it. If you decide to sit on it, you can still have a chat with the guide who came with you on this journey. Perhaps there's something they want to tell you or give to you, or perhaps you want to share something with them. As you sit near the river, notice the water flows swiftly away. If there's something that burdens you or something you want to get rid of on an emotional level or physically, allow yourself to pour it into the water so it is swiftly carried away, cleansing you. Cleansing that energy, leaving you with just pulsating with the strength of being and your amazing presence as you are the light. It also leaves us with a great appreciation for life and for those skills that we are given. We were given at birth many talents, and it is up to us to which ones we choose to develop and what we choose to become. It is a choice that makes us the true being of light and shows us the strength of our own being and free will of who we want to be. We now continue to walk down the field, feeling the grass under our feet again, passing the birds and the trees, going back to the threshold. As we come out, we slowly go up till we slowly reach the room where you want to sit, where you sit. We thank the guides sincerely for coming with us and supporting us. And now, in your own time, become aware of the place that you are sitting, of how your back touches the chair or the sofa. Feel how the breath feels in your body and how that body feels the energy of the experience. In your own time, open your eyes and come back to the room where you are now. And you can let me know when you're back and how you're feeling in the chat box, even if you're watching this after when it's pre-recorded. So just to go over what we talked about today. Today we explored organizing for wellness and talked about how this can be on a large scale or a small scale. And it is something that you can really do by yourself, and even just starting at small and celebrating those small changes that you make, those small organization that you can make. And it really does help with our emotional state. It helps with our subconscious and conscious minds. And it also helps us physically because we do hold the stress of clutter, even if we aren't able to acknowledge it or notice it. And if anyone has any questions, I'll be around for probably about the next 20 minutes or so. So I'll be answering questions quite quickly. And after that, it'll be periodically. So if you do have any comments, questions, tips, or tricks, please put them in the the comment section of this video. And again, I really appreciate you coming along on this journey today. And keep checking in with the ATTCH Niagara Caring Community Connections page, as we always have something else going on. I will be having a nighttime meditation at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the theme for the month of July, again, we've switched from gratitude to now to mind, body, awareness and emotional well-being. So if you have any ideas of something that you would like us to explore or me to explore with you, please do put it in the comments, and we can look into what that would look like or what we can offer on that level. And again, I thank you all for being here today and really just being open to this opportunity. So take care, and I will see you all very soon.